If you're thinking about moving to the Jersey Shore, there's a good chance that you've come across Manasquan, New Jersey. It's one of those quintessential shore towns that has a little bit of everything: a beautiful beach, a lively downtown, and a small town vibe that people just love. But what is it really like to live in Manasquan year round? So, in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the top 3 pros and cons of what it's really like to live in Manasquan. This way, at the end of the video, you can decide if you want to call it home. But before we get started, if it is your first time to the channel, my name is Steve McCutcheon, and I'm a realtor at Berkshire Hathaway. And on the Live in Central Jersey channel, we cover everything related to the Central Jersey real estate market. So if you're the first one to know what's going on in their Monmouth or Ocean County real estate, feel free to click the bell, hit the subscribe button. Let's get this video started. Pro number 1 will be that classic shore town lifestyle and beach scene. Manasquan, at least in my opinion, is going to be one of the more popular destinations and beaches along the Central Jersey Shore area. It's going to be known also for being clean, family friendly, and one of the better surfing spots that we have here. The Manasquan Inlet will also be great for anyone that's interested in fishing and or boating. Fisherman's Cove, which is also around the inlet, is a great spot because if you're a dog lover like myself, your four-legged friends are going to be allowed here. It is technically on leash, but a super popular draw and huge for just the pet owners alike. In the summertime, you're also going to just be a quick bike ride or walk away from the boardwalk and get some little treats over there. It's not a typical boardwalk where you'd see in Point Pleasant or Seaside Heights on TV, but it does have a smaller shore town feel to it too. So Manasquan is maybe slightly different, but it's just not going to have those carnival games and rides and all that kind of stuff, but still more of a low-key spot to it in my opinion. Con number 1 will be the high home prices and property taxes. The town's popularity being that classic Jersey Shore town or small town charm to it and walkability means you're going to have some higher home prices along the way. So the median home price for Manasquan currently is going to be $1.4 million, which is probably close to double what it's going to be for Monmouth County. So definitely not going to be for the faint of heart or maybe that first-time buyer. So whether you are looking for that small cottage closer in town or you want that waterfront property, just know you will be paying a pretty penny or pretty premium living in Manasquan. On the home taxes portion of everything, New Jersey is already going to be top in the entire country, or if not, probably top 3. So we're already expensive on that note. We know that, right? Manasquan, at least their assessed value or their assessment is going to be on par with the rest of Monmouth County, but when you add in the higher home prices, that's where the higher taxes come from as well. So just one unfortunate thing about living near the Jersey Shore there. One also fact you're going to want to know is the new mansion tax that just came out. That's being adopted July 10th. So by the time this video comes out, it should already be in place. And I will be making a separate video on the mansion tax as well. But just know that if you are selling a home over $1 million nowadays, it's going to be a little bit more expensive too. Pro number 2 will be their downtown area, which is honestly one of my favorite things about Manasquan. Main Street is super charming. It's going to be lined with small shops, cafes, ice cream parlors, and just local restaurants in general. In the evening times, you'll see quite a few families strolling in the downtown area looking for a bite to eat after a long beach day. And being that it is a walkable, that's a big deal in New Jersey because most of the time you are going to have to drive to a lot of your destinations. Here, you're only going to have to park once, and there's going to be plenty of different shops to go around to pretty much find anything that you're going to need. In a lot of other areas, like I just said, you will either be driving or have to go to a mall, a bigger destination to be able to get to where you have to go. Whereas Manasquan, everything should be within a couple square miles radius for you. Con number 2 will be the summer crowd and traffic. Unfortunately, one of my least favorite, but Manasquan absolutely comes alive throughout the summertime. The beaches fill up, local businesses thrive, and there's just an awesome energy that goes throughout the township. But with that is going to come a little bit extra traffic, so your Fridays and your weekends are going to be bombarded a little bit. Some would even argue nowadays, even Thursdays, for people trying to beat that Friday rush down, but again, here nor there. You also run into just crowded parking lots, particularly on near the beach and or in Main Street, just trying to get up and down. So if you are a local in the area, you're going to kind of learn to, I would say, adjust your routines, maybe do your errands during non-peak hours, but you'll kind of figure that out as you get along the, or once you move there and kind of figure out the town a little bit. But overall, sometimes even just grabbing dinner can just take a little bit of extra time during those July and August months, which is definitely going to be peak. June is kind of there at that point, but not necessarily every family comes down yet because the kids aren't out of school. But July and August are definitely the 2 worst months. Once you hit September, though, this is my opinion probably the best time of the year because it's still warm out, and we call this local summer, where you get to enjoy it without a lot of the tourists in the area. Pro number 3 will be the strong community and great schools. So if you are someone that's moving here with kids or just want that true hometown feel, I think Manasquan really delivers on this. And the schools have a great reputation. Manasquan High School is actually going to be the regional in the district and pull from a lot of other shore towns in the area. So the Manasquan School District will also be rated an A, according to niche.com, has about 1,500 students and have a 13-to-1 student-teacher ratio. So theoretically should have some smaller class sizes, and it's going to be rated the 4th best public school district here in Monmouth County, which is no slouch because Monmouth is supposed to have some really good school districts. You'll also find a ton of community pride from the high school football games that basically turned into a town-wide event to the parades and holiday gatherings over there on Main Street. So it is one of those places where I would say neighbors look out for each other and you have a really connected, supportive environment. Con number three will be the limited nightlife and entertainment, or honestly, I would say more year round entertainment for the most part. So if you're looking for a big nightlife scene, Manasquan is going to be quieter than other towns like Red Bank or Asbury Park, for instance, maybe even Belmar too. They're kind of year round at this point. Manasquan is a little bit more laid back, family friendly, and once the crowds wind down, you're more in the off season. It can be again laid back, and there's not as much going on necessarily. That said, you do still have some great spots. Leggett's will be year round. That's going to be probably the most popular destination here in Manasquan. And right next door to there is going to be Osprey, which is a nightclub. Now with Osprey though, this will pretty much be packed, I would say, Memorial Day to Labor Day weekend, so our typical peak months. And they do some things during the off season, but just not as much. And Leggett's is definitely going to be the spot to go to throughout. So while Manasquan does have some options for you if you're looking for a little bit more during those non-peak months, maybe a different town more inland could be for you, but it kind of all depends on what you're looking for. So those are going to be my top pros and cons for living in Manasquan. And at the end of the day, it is a beautiful, classic shore town with that close-knit community, awesome beaches, and a charming downtown. But you're going to want to weigh the higher cost and the summer crowds to see if it fits your lifestyle or not. For some people, it may just be a second home or vacation home type of feel to it. So if you're thinking about moving to the Manasquan area, buying or selling, feel free to reach out. All my contact information is down low in the comments and description. So whether you are 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, even a year out, doesn't matter to me. Let's just get you on the right path towards your real estate goals. If you're looking to move to a different part of the Central Jersey area, check out the 2 videos popping up and hopefully they help out a little bit too. Have a great day.